Looking so, where was I now?
No, you said that you had 5 people that was going to.
Yes, I had 5 people. They
Yeah.
basically what they did is they fucking sorry man, bro. Yeah. So basically because Tox, take note Tox, that's my guy. But at the time he was working with the management of Prem in it, and I had a person on my team that he weren't fucking with. And it came down to a him or me situation with the guy. With them. And Prem, they had to do what they had to do, and they had to go with him because he's part of their management team. So they said, look, we got to support what he wants in it, and we can't have this guy.
What's the Tox, man?
Cool.
What to?
No, basically this was Tox's argument. Tox's argument was this. I've booked a battle with this guy, come all the way to London. I'm all in Angel Town prepping, getting my shit together. Donnie ain't turned up, but Donnie can't tell me he's not coming or tell anybody he's not coming. I'm just down here for no reason. I'm from Manchester, bro. What the fuck am I down here for if I'm not battling? Rare. Iron Solomon's here, this one's here, that one's here, and I'm just here. Understand? That's a joke thing, and you couldn't even have the decency to shout me and be like, listen, bro, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, I'm not really happy about that. So when it comes back around now to man saying, yeah, I want to get that youth on the league, he's saying, bro, like, everybody at Prem gets paid. I don't want him to get paid, and I've gone down there for nothing. Now the business that I'm working with is trying to pay him. No, I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm not feeling that. And at first it was like, you're being unreasonable. Then after it was like, you know what? If you wasn't part of management and all this type of shit, then you're being unreasonable. You're part of the team, innit? So we can't even argue with you. We've got to actually take your side. So they took his side, and they said, right, Bob, he can't be in the team. Then shortly afterward, they disbanded the team. They said, listen, we don't think we're going to go forward with your team. We think that we're going to... You get me? So from there, they said, but you got the choice. You can either be on Briggsy's team, which was Team Pride, or Shotty's team, which is Team Shots. I said, yeah, put me on Shotty's team.
That's it then.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going on Shotty's team. So I've gone on Shotty's team, and I think they've given me the title match.
No, that's one with Chris Lees.
Yeah, with Chris Lees. But first they've said, so basically, how did it go again? How did it go?
I remember that battle.
They've said, yeah, we're trying to find out who's going to be our champ in it. So what we're going to do is give you like a number one contender match with you and Chris Lees in it, and then whoever's number one contender goes on to battle someone to be champ. Then they really thought about it and thought, well, when we look at their records, they are kind of already both number one contenders. They kind of both deserve it.
One rest of the battles.
So I went from number one contender match to a title match. I said, alright, cool, bam, did it, got the belt, and then, yeah, that was it, I'm champ now. And then some bullshit happened where it was like, I'm meant to battle Briggsy, and I got other man telling me, yeah, that man that's part of my team, telling me, yeah, I've heard Briggsy's bars. What? Why have you heard his bars? You're part of my team.
Wow.
And then it just got all crazy where a man said, I sent one bar to the group, then I got a man saying, I've heard all 3 rounds. It's like, do you know what, fuck this. On the other team.
Oh shit.
So I'm thinking, do you know what, fuck this. It just, because to me it was like, you lot have taken a team away from me and put me in a team, and the team I've been put in is not loyal. I don't rate this, bro. What kind of set up shit? Like, my mind was really there with it back then. Like, bro, this is some jolting, bro. You can't get onto me for having a team and we don't want you to have this team and rare, and then put me in a team and this is what the team's on. I don't like that.
No, so you didn't feel they were riding with you. You just like.
I didn't feel like that, so I just said, listen, I'm out, bro. Take the belt, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And I just sat down, and then the next time I battled was back on Prem. But between that time. There was so much shit booked that never happened. Me and Gemini booked, never happened. Me and Quill booked, never happened. Me and JC booked, never happened. All these things was getting booked.
JC, American JC?
American JC.
Oh, Jesus.
He was gonna die. But basically the reason why he didn't is because he was meant to battle Tony D, and then K-Rock and Shotty had some back and forth where...
I remember that,
Remember that? And then Shotty and that was talking about, you Americans are fucking banned. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, JC's not coming. He's not coming. Because he was meant to battle Tony D, then me. or me than Tony D. And it's like, if you lot are talking about him like this already and he's not here to about me, my shit ain't going down. So.
Oh shit! 'Cause I remember the whole Tony, Shotty and Tay Rock.
Yeah.
That dispute went mad because Shots was involved, and then Bear Pig was involved, and when Tay Rock was like, "Suck my dick," I'm like, huh? Who you talking? And he was a crowd favourite, especially in that building, that London building. He was I remember that noise. That noise was definitely when he came on.
Yeah.
So imagine him, you know what I'm saying? They showed him maximum love. So him trying to fuck over British people didn't think of that. You know what I'm saying? Because
but what it was like, what they was doing was making it a thing where it was an England problem. It was like, bro, this is a Manchester problem, bro. Donny was on his way to Manchester and fucked over the Manchester League. Why are we talking about you can't come back to England? Like London's anything to do with that. London ain't nothing to do with that. It's just a joke. Like you can't tie London into a Manchester grab. It's not fair. You understand? So that was my whole thing, and that's why I feel like we kind of lost that battle because if the perception is England's a small place, man, you fuck off one people, you fucking them all off, which is similar.
One thing that helped, like London people got involved with, you know, they were back each other. It was, I guess, you know, we Prem, you know, we back each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when the London people back in Prem, then I'll understand why Taylor was feeling like that.
Yeah.
It's when it's dead. But at the end of the day, you didn't come through what you did.
This is it.
You know what I'm saying? So the shit's not adding up. It's not weighing up to what you bringing up. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's one thing I realised about it though. The stuff you hear, thinking, fucking hell, man.
It's deep. It's a deep wishing well, bro. There's so much behind every little thing that happens. Like if something looks a certain way, you hear the storyline. It's like, oh shit, is that really what's
going on? Like, oh shit, what's going on? Like, well, especially when you go to it, you see two people beefing. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I ain't got time for this, man. I ain't got time at all.
It's absolutely done.
Moving forward, got two things I want to talk about. ABK.
Yes, sir.
How was that formed?
How
did you get assembled
that
like collective of rappers?
Ventures, you know.
Yeah.
I'll be honest
that
with you.
Collective.
A lot of them, man, and it's crazy because ABK are people that I speak to and read, like Scoop, talk to him all the time. Unanimous, and I speak to him all the time. Crow, all the time I chat to him. Like the only people that, and Amity, I always have my time where I catch up with Amity, I'll chill with Amity and all this type of stuff. Like. So there's a bunch of men in ABK where first and foremost we was already close like this, you understand? It's just that as a collective, maybe everybody wasn't close with each other, but I've always been close to all of them. I think the person that I probably wasn't as close with was Black T because he's more newer.
Yeah.
And Monk because I've always known Monk and always had respect for him and I always knew Monk's gonna be the champ. I've always said that to him. Same way Tony D said it to me, I said it to him. I said, yo champ, no, you're the champ, Monk. I always say that to him, innit? But the back and forth between us hasn't been like this until the collective is formed in it. But yeah, it's just natural, like everyone's cool, everyone's supportive of each other, everyone's constructively critical of each other and all that. So it's perfect, bro. It's perfect. Like I don't even bother with anything else that's going on in battle rap. I've got the best around me. I don't care about what's going on out there. Really, I couldn't tell you what's been going on with these people and that people because I only know what's happening with my people still.
It's Messi ABK, yeah? Huh?
No.
Oh.
Messi, you see Messi, yeah? Messi was meant to battle Monk and then we was meant to have the conversation afterwards, but they didn't battle. So he's still in the wilderness kind of thing. I feel like I don't know if he'll join now anyway, to be honest. Salute to Messi, that's bro.
Yeah, Messi definitely hold it down for myself because that's one of the first people I met in the battle rap league in general. So when Dr. Bro, shout out Dr. Bro, he brought me through to Messi. Yeah. And from there we've just been.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how did you get Black T involved in? Because obviously Black T obviously had his performance as Caps, which was phenomenal. Yeah. And then was it from that alone, or was it from stuff you saw earlier?
First time I saw Black T was against Monk.
Yeah, same here.
I've walked in the building, I've got on the stage and stood behind Black T. You know what I mean? And just watched him going to work against Monk.
Oh, was you?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I had the plastic, them plastic see-through glasses.
Oh shit. Never thought we'd be in the same building. I didn't know that. I'm thinking, who's this guy? That was you.
That was me, bro.
Oh shit.
I had a battle that day myself, so I had just battled that day. and then from the battle, I came to the event and saw Mo battling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I seen him there. When I saw him there, I was impressed. I was like, yo, this goose, who the fuck is that? Black T, yeah, alright, cool, say no more. Then eventually, I've seen him against Caps, and yeah, I've always been impressed by him still.
Yeah, I was behind Black T that battle. He was fucking Caps up. And no disrespect to Caps. He tried his best, but
He got you out of there, bro.
This was another level.
He got you out of here, bro.
Facts.
But yeah, so, and the thing is, when I've gone to Black T and I said, bro, like, man, I want you to kind of be, because how I was looking at it is like, imagine that we're a collective, but there's bare like partnerships within the collective. Do you get what I'm saying? So like Black T and Moke are one of them.
Yeah.
Then you got Unanimous and Crow, one of them. I feel like me and Scoop are kind of like that as well. We already got a little back and forth.
And you're from the same region.
Yeah, pretty much in it. So we kind of get along in it. So everything else just builds itself together in it. Like Amity has already got a relationship with Scoop, already got a relationship with me.
Yeah.
So it's just more of like tying the doubles with the other doubles and all this type of pairing them up.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know Amity was so young.
Amity is one of the most intelligent ones that we have in this game. He just doesn't get credit.
No, he's very intelligent. I knew that from the first time I spoke to him. He's very intelligent.
You know what it is? People, you see, like he's clever, but because people don't know his age,
yeah,
it's easy to think, oh, he's one of them smart brothers. But it's like knowing that he's younger than a bunch of these people, that he's smarter, and it makes you say, "Bro, so what the fuck?" Like, yeah, he's amazing with it.
His mind,
it's different.
It's so different.
It's different.
Even when he was doing the trenches,
yeah,
I remember one thing that happened. And he liked it. He was like, "Nah, do it again."
Yeah,
do it again. I was like, I'm not gonna. I thought it was my age. So he told me 25. I'm like, what? Right, what?
Young.
And you're that you're that entrepreneurial. That's what grasped me. His entrepreneurial mind is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Already in that stage.
Listen, he's done a lot, man. One day you should get him down here, but one day he'll.
Oh, I'm getting him messy down
here. Yeah, man. He'll talk his story if he feels comfortable, and you'll know that he's done a lot of responsible things for his age as a young man in it. So salute to him, man.
No, we've seen Amity. We've been through Amity's comfort zone. Like what he's doing right now at that age, phenomenal.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He's done better than me. I'm my age. I'll tell you that for a fact.
Yeah.
He's done better than me. I'll tell you that for a fact.
I didn't have no league when I was 25.
Facts.
That's all I'm saying.
So I tell you want to league. I'm gonna do that, bro. I'm gonna do that, bro.
Where do I start?
But he's actually already got everything in position. He's
very experienced anyway. So you know, a lot of things are based on know-how that he's built over a certain amount of time as well. You know what I mean? But yeah, Amity, Scoop,
yeah, fire.
Big Gizmo. You know, Gizmo's a man where, listen, I could join whatever, and if I holler at Giz and say, yo, bro, the first person I'll always holler at will be Giz, isn't it? Like, yo, Giz, what you saying? I say, yeah, let's go, man. You know what I mean? Like, Giz taught me the most important lesson in battle rap. I tell everybody, I think about it every day. Giz will always be like, nah, bro, man, you've done a lot since then, bro. I say, I don't care, Giz. I need to hold on to this. Don't ruin this for me. I'm holding on to this because it's the reason why I'm not gonna fall off or ever take no kind of sleeping or lack or none of them type.
Well, you even said it best. Like you know that any man can get got in any given Sunday. So you even said it in the trailer, and it's like, so you never sleep on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I saw like you always had that mentality locked on from early, you know, and it's already been embedded to where like any battler can get it now. Like, alright, what are we gonna do? What are we doing here?
I think taking that first loss was so helpful because it took away the fear of losing. It made it more of like a numbers game. This is what you don't do, and then you'll be fine. This is what you do, and you'll be okay, kind of thing in it. So you don't know them parameters until you take the L and you realize, oh, it's because I weren't doing enough of this or enough of that or enough of that. So for me, it gave me a great knowledge of what to do to not lose. But winning is some shit you're learning down the line. You're learning all the things that you need to do to actually win. But to not lose, you know, to do enough that even if they say that they prefer him, they have to give you your credit for what you did on your side. That's one of the things Tony D taught me early. He said, listen, just be hard to beat. Be hard to beat and work from there, innit? So the best of us are hard to beat. Like, if a person's battling you knows they've got a whole bunch of work to do to beat you, that is half the fucking job done already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Be hard to beat. So I think that's one of the things that I take on board in it. Like, I make sure, as long that there's certain key basis things, as long as you get them done, everything else is like decoration on top. But once you get these bits done, you'll be alright. You know what I'm saying?
One thing I'll say, this will really maybe like, you know, this guy actually this actually knows his shit. So when I spoke to you about Tally and Shotyori, and then you said we were talking about Tally's rounds.
Yeah.
So when you broke that down and said, you know, when he stamps his feet and he's getting to the, I was like,
yeah. It's like a,
I didn't think like that any time.
It's like a muscle memory. It's like a muscle memory.
Yeah, because I watched Tally since the beginning. I'm like, bro, I didn't think that, you know. And then
after a while, you tune it out.
Yeah.
But for me, I can't because I'm very aware that if you was kind of, there's certain things you could be doing while you're saying them that would accentuate them things more and make them hit more in it, and I'm very much aware of that. So I'm thinking to myself, raw, like, why isn't he doing it? And then I'm thinking, raw, because he's trying to remember the motion.
Yeah.
And the reason he's trying to remember the motion is to help remember what he's saying that goes with the motion. This is why Donnie's like doing a PG stamp kind of thing. You get me? Because
I realise
it was like
he does it.
remembering where my bar goes every single time that I spit on this. It's like
that was a crazy acknowledgement. I'm thinking, yeah, this guy knows.
Bro, I study everything, bro. I study the whole shit.
And that made me even go back to my thinking. Am I really like judging these battles properly? Because I mean, when I judge battles now, that may kind of maybe change the way I judge battles
because you got to take on board the performance. It's important, bro. Because you got to think, if a man is in there and everything he says, he's got a direction he turns, a hand gesture, you're just gonna naturally enjoy his performance more. It just is what it is. Whereas if the guys, like, I've had a battle where I'm almost doing the same thing, I'm going back and forward, but it's because I'm trying to remember my bars while I'm rapping them. This is how I know. I know this because I did it, not because I've done it. I've actually done that whole back and forth step, trying to figure it out, trying to remember rare on the job. And it's like your shit needs to be locked in so deep that as I'm talking to you now, I can just do all of this type of shit. It doesn't even matter. This ain't gonna ruin what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna ruin it because it's locked in. I know what I want to say, kind of thing. But there's certain man, if the wrong thing happens while they say something, their whole shit crumbles. That's you haven't prepped your shit long enough, bro.
I've seen that, yeah.
Shit needs to be locked in.
That's a fire way to put it.
But I do think, even if he had it locked in that way, I think he would have got more points. But I think he needed more charisma, more charismatic moments for that crowd, not just Shotty. He could have been battling me over there, but you would have needed to be more charismatic on that stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to appeal to the people that want to come in and feel good about this. You know what I'm saying? It's not as much as you feel intense, much as you feel like that, you gotta somehow get them
on your side
you know, as you feel like that, and you're not gonna be able to do that the hard way in. You're gonna have to, you know, be softer with it.
I always feel like some rappers, I just feel like just don't care what the crowd thinks. Just rap, because at the end of the day, it's not getting judged. Yeah, it's getting. I think in the building.
It's facts. There's this place where I'm gonna fuck, and you just rap and it just works because you're just so. There is a place of that, but that relies on your performance and everything being tight. Because if your performance is tight and you don't give a fuck what they say, they have to respect what you're doing in it, because there's not bare things they can be critical of right now. They're looking at someone in their moment doing everything they're supposed to do. It's like, cool, what's he got kind of thing. But if your performance ain't, like, because look, Yoshi G, she don't give a fuck what the crowd thinks, but her performance ain't in the space where when she's doing that shit up there, the crowd can be like, oh my days, she's up there dancing, she's doing a bit. They're looking at someone that don't care.
Yeah, it's only when we watch it on cam, oh, she's actually really trying up there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what I don't mind seeing, because if I would tell you in that mode, I would just rap whatever I got. If you don't fuck with it, cool, I don't care.
I think the best thing to do...
The 20,000 other people who are watching and probably gonna fuck with it.
Just plant your feet, bro. Like, you're doing all of this, all you gotta do is stand still, use your hand and be like, listen, boom, 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 boom. Like, because to me, I can accept that more as your delivery because you're trying to talk to him. But like my brother said to me one time, he says, bro, you can't do all that moving around shit when you're battling. He says, think about it. If you're the dad and you're talking to your son, imagine your dad's upset with you. He's like, listen, son, you're pissing me off right now, bro. Because like man said, bro, your dad will stand stern and say, listen, bro, you keep on fucking up. Do you understand me? It has more power to it. You understand? So I think you have to know these little things, bro. You have to know these little things. Come on, man.
Definitely.
Got to know these little things.
And that's something I'm learning.
Yeah, no, you will. You get it. You'll get it.
Master it because you're doing it for time, innit? You're doing it for time. So moving forward from that, we're all about, okay, you're not about, but what's your kill list, US and UK wise? Who's your kill list? Like, who do you want? Like,
let's stay UK. And I say kill list, but it's just like battle list because.
No, but you're in the throne now. American people know you got now.
Yeah.
American knows
I've got two lists. I'm gonna give you the UK and the US.
Ah, cool.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to mix it up. So basically, UK. Like I want to battle that same top 5 you was talking about. I want to talk battle Biz or Bond. I want to battle Georgie Bruce. I've already battled Moke.
Yeah, you're right.
But who was the other ones?
There was Yunnan.
Yunnan.
I think we still need a rematch. Still.
We do kind of secretly.
Need a rematch.
Still.
And the last one was
me in it, so they were done before.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically them 4 and
I was sliding Gemini there.
I mean, he's not active.
Or Tony. Nah, man, like he said he would. Like, come on, he needs.
I'll put it like this. I'll tell you what we do. We'll put Shotty Horror on there.
Oh yeah.
So this is what we'll say. Yeah. We'll say this year. We'll say.
What? Shotty don't get Triple T. What? You're next year.
I think before I battle Shotty, I would really want to build my profile up a certain piece to where it's not like you're just getting some like you're really getting something on my end as well as me getting something on your end in it. So I think that was what them 4 battles was about that I missed. Them 4 battles was about me building a kind of resume and a kind of background to where I could even look at Shotty and say, yo fam, what we saying? I can't do that now until I build.
You don't think so?
No, I wouldn't want to now. Because basically there's something that comes from them battles, the views, the followers, the moments that we can show people as your resume to say, right, this is what he does and rare. That's what I really wanted to build, a 2022 version of what man's doing now to show people, right, forget, like, don't judge me on what I did before. Judge me on this batch of what I've done now and this is where I'm going forward from it. That's really what I wanted to create. You know what I mean? Pissed that I didn't get to, but I can still do it. It's still got time in the year and that. We got Big Bobby Rex next, then we got Joey Gambello.
Name.
We got 2, you understand? To add to the Mackenzie and the Moke that we recently had. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So it is where it is.
Wow.
Plus we got possibly Georgie Roots at some point as well.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of said, I don't know if trouble. I remember it was a table. We was in Brooks and Jam, a pub named Brooks and Jam. Me, Self, Roots, Trouble, Shannon, Sticky Roots. I'm sitting opposite Sticky Roots here, and Sticky Roots just looking at me like, tell you right, I'm just looking at you two, you and Roots next to each other. I'm like, have you been battle yet? No. DC tap. I was just watching you two. Like, people thought I was just mad gone. I'm like, nah, I ain't seen battle. I ain't seen you battle. Quickly.
But you know what it is? I think I've got the same attitude like that, where it's like I'm trying to get these things done. Like I feel like, you know, a lot of people would have said, "Oh, you shouldn't have battled Moke that early." I'm fucking glad I did. He's improving crazily now.
Crazy.
So I'm glad I got him then, than down the line, and he'll probably be glad he got me then, than down the line. Really and truly. So
that Moke you had, I haven't watched today. That was a fight. That was great.
He made me turn up. Still.
Oh my days!
I promise you, if I went first, my first round wouldn't have been like that. If I went first, I would have done my usual. But because of how he tried to turn up, get the crowd going and everything, it was like, alright, say no more. And then put this Versace on for no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Time to sauce up.
Time to sauce up.
Time to sauce up over there. You had to sauce up. You had to sauce up.
You get me? And then obviously, from there, so much learning curves from Moke to where he's out here wilding on guys now.
But he wild and bricks. Wild and bricks, I'm not gonna lie.
Wild and bricks. Superior, he was going ham on Quill. Like, whoever you put in front of Moke right now.
People say Quill won that.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so. Like, don't get to it. Quill's performance was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Quill's performance in general
Yeah.
is very crazy. But the bar, the most were coming out, I'm thinking, even me and Joe were there like, oh, people really scared to react to this bar. Like, it was crazy. Like,
I think Quill does have a certain element of star power to him, where people wait for him, people want to hear what he's got to say sometimes, and there is.
because his body of work, you understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
He's done a lot.
Yeah.
He's done a whole lot of things in it. Like, people wanna. One thing about battle rappers is when you do something fire, and you know a lot of people see it. People wanna enjoy that moment with you, even after the moment. You know what I'm saying? So, a man told me, listen, Rivers, when you come out, you don't even need to do no promo. People just wanna see you. You understand? Because of what you did and the fact they ain't seen you since you did that. So people
True,
and
they
want to enjoy the moment.
Now the 3 battles have not happened.
Yeah.
Any battle we want to see now, Rivers, like, yeah, well, you can imagine what the crowd could be like. Just imagine, even that pit in July, it's gonna be crazy. You know?
People have bought tickets multiple times to see man and not been able to see it. So
I was one of them. Like, 3 times, by the way.
And-
3 times.
Oh.
3 times.
It's upsetting. It's upsetting. But at the same time, you still got to see some crazy shit at the same time.
I did.
You
but
just wanted to see man live for the first time.
Exactly,
Like,
what I was saying.
I haven't seen this guy live yet. What the fuck? You know what
I
I mean?
had niggas that come say, yo, we'll come see Rivers, and what happened? And then we came all the way to Manny, say, yo, where's Rivers at? What is
Listen,
that?
my don lives near the fucking airport or some shit and came all the way to Brixton. I got in there, ain't seen him. Donnie's all got dreadlocks now. How long I ain't seen him? And he's like, yo, bro, I only came to see you when you won. Yeah, they just cancelled it. What? Upsetting.
This is mad.
You know what I'm saying? Upsetting. That's one of the things that people have to understand that I have to go through with this whole cancellation thing. I always have to keep making excuses for why my battles ain't happening to people, and people are brutal. They're saying, "Oh, what? You should fuck this battle rap thing off, bro. It's a joke thing. They don't give a fuck about you." Man's all singing Michael Jackson. They don't really care about you.
Wow.
Man are telling me to allow it, and I'm saying to them, bro, sometimes it happens. But why does it happen to you all the time, bro? Again and again and again. Every time I want to see you, it gets cancelled. What the fuck, fam? Like the last battle. Respectfully, I didn't even promote it to none of them people. I just didn't even promote it. I just didn't even feel like promoting it. And I'm glad I didn't, because it didn't happen. So imagine I did. That would have just been another moment of, so you mean to tell me it made me take time off work and again and
You don't want that headache.
Nah, not at all.
True,
I just stopped telling people now. It's got to the point where I stopped telling people. You know what I mean?
I mean, I was gonna say, so literally, before we get to the kill list, right? US kill list.
Yeah.
One thing I've realised, especially within UK battle rap, is oh man, I was gonna say something. I literally tried in my head. I was trying in my head what I was supposed to say. I had it there, but who do you want? Oh, yes, that's it. I know. Who's your end game?
My end game.
Your end game. So everyone's got end game battle like. So for example, Sue Surf might be Murder Mook or.
Okay, yeah, I got my end game. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do it though. My end game is Daylight. I think Rivers versus Daylight.
That would be fucking crazy.
That's my end game. I think
That would be fucking crazy.
if I get to the point where I can make that happen, and everything that happens after that will just be like, you know, like the victory lap. I've won. You understand? I've already battled Day. You know what I'm saying? And you're not just getting Daylight, but the Daylight that it is now, where he's trying to take your molecules away from you and shit. Not the Daylight that's gonna do something crazy or take it half-assed. The guy that's gonna come and finish things up. You know,
So it's not antics no more. So you're gonna get a proper 3-round day.
That's
You're
it.
gonna
That's
get a
it.
proper
Yeah,
free.
yeah. I'm
like-
basically on some suicide mission. That's what I'm on. But that would be my end game, innit? If I could do that at the end, then yeah, that would be perfect for me. The perfect way to finish, innit?
That would be I mean, Daylight. I want to see you as Chilla Jones.
Yeah. Romney.
I don't know. But then again, I think that's too because you got 2 different styles. I think.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
I'd like to test what I can do against.
I'd rather see Rory more Geechee, because I think you two
Okay.
speak on the same levels of realness and the good stories.
Yeah.
And also you
Angle and break things down.
exactly. You know how to break them
Yeah.
down. You know how to
Yeah,
put
right.
a picture out to the fans where like, oh shit, he did that shit. You know, like we don't know you, but I can tell you did that shit.
I think saying that now, Danny Myers might be the main one then, innit? Because you got to think of it, Danny Myers to me is almost like a mix of Geechee and Rum. He can do kind of what both of them does. He does have his moments where he breaks down a little good story. He's like, I was talking to an American soldier and he told me that, like he does that type of shit. You know what I mean? He does break down things and he's real high energy and all this type of shit. I like battling high energy people to try and bring the energetic side out of myself, innit? I think when I battle people that are more laid back, you know what I'm saying? But I battle someone that's really like, it makes me have to.
Danny will turn that up.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be feeling, and people like him, Disaster and them and their twerk, they have a way of drowning you out. Once they've done their thing, your shit doesn't kind of add up.
Yeah, it doesn't resonate.
Unless you're really passionate and you're really giving your all, it doesn't really. The only person I've seen, and that's what I'm saying about, I like people like Tay-Rock, Easy the Block Captain. They ain't got what these other barkers have got, but their passion makes them able to match whoever comes with any kind of energy.
That's
you know what I mean? So I wanna be in that kind of vein where it's like, although Ramnity too, but although like you've got all of that barking to you, I've got something that can kind of contend with it. You feel me? So
because I feel like you can break into that mold. Or now Bizzo's come and showed we still got shit to prove. We got shit to offer. Now I feel like you, Moke, the Roots, can all flourish and like KOTD, everyone can actually start booking UK people on a regular basis, and people know who you are because they've seen the rappers talk about your body of work. Even when I see the Wiley spaces, everyone's talking about, oh yeah, I like Rivers, I like, your name always comes up.
Yeah, but that's the thing, like, in them spaces there, I don't really go in them spaces no more because it's too much agendas, isn't it? Like, yeah, people know, man, and say that they rate man's thing, but people from here will act as if man ain't doing shit. Do you get what I'm trying to say? People from here. Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but
there is an old saying though, you get shit by the people you're close by then.
100 people. Well, my thing is this year, anybody that likes to do that with me, just think about how I speak about you. That's all I would ask them. Think about how Rivers speaks about you. You understand? I'm not out here throwing shade. You know what I do? I just don't say nothing. See, if something I don't like something, I just don't mention it. I just don't mention it. I just don't. I will not be like, oh, you see that thing there that I'm highlighting that I don't like? I don't like that. I just won't mention it. Like, you have to for me to really complain about something, I have to have some type of emotional investment with the person. I have to actually give a fuck to make up noise about your shit. If I don't give a fuck, I'm happy to just ignore everything you're doing. I don't care what the fuck you're doing. I'm happy to ignore that. If I don't fuck with you. You know what I mean? So I don't throw shades or none of these type of things. I'll just not mention. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if somebody does something worth respecting and needs to deserve their flowers, I'm the first person to jump online and be like, boom, 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 boom. I just don't see the same energy reciprocating when people get into certain corners. They have people that don't know shit. All of a sudden, they change their perception and they forget who's actually out here showing respect to them. You know what I'm saying? My shit isn't always front street. I'm behind the scenes showing respect to you, man. That's where it's supposed to be more heavy, behind the scenes, so people can't talk sideways about you. And I hear it and da-da-da-da-da, but if you're going into spaces and using them platforms to act like man ain't rare, it is what it is, bro.
I hear you.
You know what I mean? I'll start ignoring shit and not using, influence over nothing. I just can't remember. Who?
You gotta literally do a Harry Potter thing, take that shit out of mind and fuck it off.
Literally, bro, it's gone.
Fuck it off.
Silent.
Fuck it off.
Gone.
So your US kill list will be Myers, Daylight,
Romney. Basically, whoever's on the West Coast, to be honest.
Well, just West Coast.
I mean,
you want to do a Reed Dollars?
Nah.
Really?
Nah.
I mean, you really will be a fire matchup. We talk about that gritty end. That would be fire.
Do you know what it is? I like the grit, but I'm because of how I am here. I'm like technical grit. So that's what I want to go up against. Technical grit. You can be gritty and everything, but there needs to be like, and that's not even me saying that Reed ain't technical like that. But I'm just saying there's people that are more technical than him that are gritty too. They might not be more gritty than him, but they got more technicality. So I like testing myself against someone that's gonna really come up with some shit was like, raw, how the fuck did he think of that?
Quantum physics.
quantum physics.
Yeah,
Perfect one.
I think Paris. Shout out to Paris. She said that's the match she wants to see.
Yeah, I'd love to battle.
She said she would love that battle. You
Yeah,
first.
that would be
At
fun.
first, I was like,
Why?
Quantum? Why Quantum's a weird guy.
Super
He
weird.
just looks like a weird guy. Like.
Definitely, but if there's anybody that can break down a weird guy in the best way, who is that guy? That's Rivers, bro.
Of course.
You understand?
Of course,
Give me a
of course,
weirdo. See what I do with it.
But his bars are
Fire.
It's incredible.
Fire.
I give him that. It's incredible.
Yeah.
What he puts on weirdness, he makes up for it from his incredible
Balance
bars.
is real.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So moving forward, this is the one I thought. Yeah. How did the London Gen show? You and London Gen formed. How did your show form?
Bro, so funny that we were just talking about me seeing Black Tea first time. That was the first time that I met London Gen.
I thought you knew for years.
No.
What you?
Basically, I was introduced to her at that show by Snoop. Dapped up. What's going on? Boom, 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 boom. You good? Yeah. Da, 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 da. And then.
Sorry, it's good. Loose Snoop's the legend of doing it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, Snoop
He's
is
a legend of doing it.
He's linked up everybody.
Exactly.
Between everybody and everybody and everyone and everyone. You understand? But yeah, so met her, dapped her up, boom, boom, no problem. Then I think she was. I'm not sure if she was trying to do her own
I think she was
content or
I
something.
think she was.
Okay, so
at
she
that
was
point,
trying.
Yeah, she was.
She was trying to do her own content, and it was a thing of, will you come and do an interview? And I said, yeah, cool, let's go. I've done an interview, and she's like, wow, will you come back? Nah, sorry, we do an interview. Yeah, cool. Did the interview, nice kind of chemistry. Then I've gone online with the hustle thing, all the money, like, yo, rare, boom, boom, boom. I got 5 bills, da, 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 and I will say this as well. I'll take this opportunity to say that shit is that's one of the reasons that created the buzz that we are in today, or that we're living off now. Because you got to think of it, there was nothing happening. Then Georgie Roots and Mo Cappers, but it's a hustle tier battle. There's money on the line. That was the spice of this battle.
Yeah.
That was the inspiration. That was the energy. Rare. That was hustle tier. That's my shit, bro.
What was that? 2 bills or 3 bills that day?
I think it was 3 bills.
Yeah, 3 bills.
Something like that. After the battle, Monk said in the battle, I gave him a bill back because I thought, right, you know what? You didn't plan when you was writing to bet money. But now you've got your bars. It's very good strategically for Georgie Roots. You want to bet now? But it's too late. My strategy is already to talk about what I want to talk about in the 3rd round. Can't change that to make it more direct, to guarantee the win. But I still do it anyway. So I said, you know what, I'll give you the bill. For that round that you fucked up, or that round that you couldn't have won with because it wasn't designed to be direct on the neck,
Yeah.
I'll give you a bill for that, innit?
So, a lot of people said 2-1 Mo though.
Yeah.
People always, a lot of people, even the people that I don't, I just say, look, just watch his battle.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
They go that way with it. But again, it's one of them battles though. It's one of them battles, like, you know.
You gave Mo the first clear.
Yeah.
You gave Roots the 3rd clear.
And it's like,
It's just down to the 2nd round for me, to be honest.
that's it. And that was what the debate always was through the whole
Yeah.
of it. So, yeah.
No, that was fire though, because now you got battles like AR Messi, betting for money.
All that.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we need to have one of them in every card. I think we need to have that in every card.
100, at least one kind of
Bet.
brawl or
You
something
know what
like
I'm
that.
saying? Like,
It's like,
oh, okay, so you got, I see.
fuck what tier he is,
Let's
they put
bet.
some money up,
Boom.
let's go, kind of thing.
How much you for? Oh, 3 bills. Alright, cool. How much you?
Slap that
Alright,
down.
cool.
There you go.
Obviously, if it's one where someone's higher than the other, then yeah, we'll make
Someone round it off.
We're going round it off. We'll do it in the middle.
Yeah,
innit?
I'll write it down, whatever the fuck we've got to do, but literally, so,
Like, even that moment, I think Tech and Dion should have been a betting battle. If they bet in that moment, that should have been a bet battle. 'Cause they were talking smoke with each other.
there was, who do you think won that battle?
Tech.
I think Tech won.
It's only because projection. I've always said that his projection needs to be better.
Tech has got loud prediction anyway in real life. That's the thing. It's annoying.
Facts.
It's
Facts.
annoying. Scoop as well. Scoop. You'd sit down and talk to Scoop, yeah. Scoop has a projection that can command over the noise in the room
Yeah.
to control it and all of that. And Tech has a similar thing, but they don't really bring it out in their battle team. I was saying to someone, I think Tech has been prepping late at night when the kids are sleeping. I think Tech, you need to start going outside to the park and let go, fam, because you're prepping late at night when the kids are sleeping and you can't. When you get on stage, you're forgetting that you need to just you're just like, oh shoot, you got the burn off, and if I catch you, shh, your kids are sleeping. Like, no, bro, we need you to let go and do your thing, Tech. You get me?
That's a legend saying that, fuck,
Trust me, bro. Come on, man. Tech's a man I speak to a lot. And
same.
last time I spoke to him, when he showed me some bars, the way how he was finishing off his rounds, I kind of knew he wasn't taking it 100. You know what I mean? He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna change it. I was thinking, bro, you need to have this tight by now. You know what I mean? But Tech is a man that he's gonna be one of them battlers that's active. You know what I'm saying?
How many powers you have so this year?
Probably one every month. How much months we had? 6?
Yeah,
We had 6 then.
So we had Kick Nelly, Stono, Red Bull, D-Mac, he's got 5 already.
5 already, bro.
5 already.
And he had DARPA as well. 6.
Oh shit!
Told you,
going in. This guy's going in.
That's that Penn State shit, man. That's what they do. The man there put a lot of work in. They put a lot of work in, and Tech, he gains from the work he puts in because he learns a lot.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
He puts a lot of improvements into his team. You can see it in each battle that he has the improvements that he's gaining. So
I think he's got crazy. I think he's gonna go crazy against Frostburg.
yeah, no,
I think
he has to.
Crazy.
He has to.
But the thing about Frost, he can nullify that all too with his jokes. Yes, he can nullify that. Fuck all that shit, man.
You know, it is. Tech's quite funny as well, though. That's the thing.
Yes, I'll give you that.
That's crazy. So it's like, whose jokes are gonna work? Tech's funny because he says no ha ha he he, but he's one of the funniest guys I know in this battle.
Facts.
It's funny, yeah.
Facts.
He's got his own little cheating trick, you know.
I'll give you that.
He's a cheater. You're cheating, Tech. We know what you're doing, bro. We figured you out. So we figured you out, bro.
But how you feel you're gonna be against Bobby Rex? Because you know Bobby Rex is coming with the
I'm gonna be amazing.
It's my return now. What's gonna happen?
I'm gonna be amazing, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be amazing. Where my pen is right now is it's a crazy place, isn't it? It's nuts. Like, as much as we can come here and sit and complain about the battles that didn't happen, what we can't do is complain about the progress that we have made, because there's no complaints in that. I literally did write 3 rounds for all them battles. I literally did. I literally locked them all in. I've literally learned. I've literally improved each time. I've literally been fine tuning and streamlining my thing to make sure.
Alright, so now you're saying that, yeah. I know what I want to say. So, say hypothetically speaking, you get a phone call from, Snoop.
Yeah.
It's like, ring, yo, so I'm looking at a small event, small room.
Yeah.
All the battles that you missed out. Mo Kamesi.
Yeah, no.
You versus Tally.
Nobi and Black T as well.
I don't think that. I want to care for because of Black T's first round. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay, yes, for real.
I'm not gonna lie. Unless Nobi says he's got to cook up for all 3 rounds, and Black T says
I got new fresh rounds.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Cool,
we know Black T. He's very very innovative, so he can create something even more fire.
Yeah.
And then Nobi said, no, fuck, I'll do it. A small room, just a small event. So fuck it, we're gonna hire a space, just invite media, battle peers.
Quiet thing.
That's just like, I'll be straight to it.
Yeah.
Just top of that scenario. No pay-per-view, no nothing. Yeah. Boom, bam. They'll see it when it's released. Yeah. You do it.
I mean, yeah, it depends on when, depends on where, but yeah, I'm on it. Really, truly.
I'm gonna hold it Snoop right now.
I'm gonna
hold it Snoop right next to tomorrow.
I'll be honest with you though, yeah. I'll be honest with you, yeah. I feel like Knowledge Chat are probably gonna focus on making error versus error everything that it should be this year, rather than a whole bunch of other little stuff in it. You know what I mean? I think after the last event and Retete, I think they're just trying to repattern and restructure and come back strong. And because you got to think, if the energy started with error versus error, then the new error versus error is like a reset button. All right, we're gonna restart from here again, because we started from there last time, built the energy up, got things moving in the right direction, kind of dropped the ball. So now we're gonna start from there and we're gonna tighten up and move forward from there.
New talent,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm cool with that. I'm with that, and whatever I can do.
I'm not gonna. I am definitely gonna holler at Snoop tonight. I say, yo, Snoop, what I did. Let me know you're fucking with that.
I think
put it out there.
I'll say this year.
Late the year, end of the year.
Man has to remember, Knowledge Chat are a young league. You know what I mean? So as much as we can say all these things, like Knowledge Chat would probably be open to say, if someone said, "Raw, look, I've invested in a fucking venue, yeah, I've got this type of shit, is there any way we can no, more than likely, like, I can't say for sure, but more than likely, Knowledge Chat will probably be like, yeah, let's try and make something, you got a venue, you got this, let's try and make something popping. You understand? They will probably be on it. They got their own plans and everything, but I'm sure if there was someone come in with a plan, a budget, and all these type of things to fast track some things, I'm sure they'd be on it. I would.
Bro,
you can come to me direct if you want.
Bro. If Battle can go and Chris Brown's house, I'm sure we can get something. I'm sure we can get something.
I've been saying, bro.
If we can do a battle at Chris Brown's own yard in the back garden.
When me and Tally never happened, yeah, I was saying, look, we can go to my house. We can do this at my house. I don't mind. I'll pattern it up and we can do it there. I don't business.
Oh, it's your garden, you know. I can do it in my house, you know.
Like, man could have did it in here. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about that as well. I can't lie.
It's not a problem.
Chairs over here.
Yeah, no problem.
Everything over here.
Just
like I
like
said, just peers, and
you don't have to be deep, like.
You know what I'm saying?
Understand?
It can even be APK members, a few battle rappers,
and then whoever else,
and a few media
stuff.
people. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro.
Boom.
It's light work. It's light work. Light work.
I have to start talking to Hey Snoop. Hey Snoop, look at your phone later on tonight, yeah? Look at your phone. I got holler you, yeah?
Yeah.
Paris will holler you well, yeah? Yeah, cool.
Keep your phone on.
Keep your phone on. Like, what do you say? Lock him in!
Yeah,
Plug him in!
Plug me.
Plug me in. Oh, I want to swallow trouble.
Yeah, no, Trouble's the reason why man's battling Bobby anyway.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? He's got the situation, the Prem South situation right now, so he's just trying to pattern up that and make that cool.
Yeah, he's doing amazing for that. Those two rings already?
Bizzo and Tony and Rivers and Bobby as his first event. That's crazy.
I know what Bizzo talking about.
Oh shit.
I got exclusive.
You better beat that bit there. Are we live or what? Like, what are we doing?
Oh shit, I gotta beat that one out.
You might have to just bleep that. Do you know what? Maybe by the time this drops,
hopefully, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Say no more, but yeah, fam, they got that going down still. Bizzo versus Tony.
My God.
Yeah, bro.
Title match.
No, it's not that much.
Oh.
It's not that much. Because you know what it is? Tony can't commit. If Tony wins that belt, he'll just give it back anyway. He can't commit. This is Tony D we're talking about.
I'm like, been done already, man.
Come on, man. Take this back. There you go. Like, he's not doing it, bro.
That is, yes. You know, Trouble.
Yeah, I
do more you, man.
I let the cat out the bag a little bit there still, but...
Trouble, we got... Trouble. I need to bring Trouble in next, man. I need to bring Trouble in next. He's a man hour right
So they ain't announced that yet?
Huh?
Haven't they announced that yet?
It's only been you and Rex and... Yeah, Tech and Frost.
Okay.
Tech and Frost.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going to say the names again, so that's the main event, right?
That is the main event.
That's
obviously I'm co-main event, but that's...
I'm not going to lie to you.
You're in the building now still. It's not even far from you either, innit?
That's gonna be
Camden.
Camden, from this elbow we can hit every bar we can hit.
Listen, I've battled in Camden twice, bro. Moke and Quack.
Who? Wait, who?
Quack. Is he Rivers versus Quack?
Bro, I thought there's a battle rap called Quack.
Oh my days, you need to see that. So basically, me versus Quack is what changed the game. Like, I've gone to Don't Flop. My name's Rivers. They've given me a guy called Quack. You know, like it was a tryout thing.
I'll be burning.
Like when you see it, you're gonna like. There was a bar that I said, buy into my ideology. I got a violent policy. Try and follow me. I push the Tom out front as cover like Scientology. That's that bar in that battle. You understand?
Ooh.
That there.
Ooh.
Solidified some shit for me because it was like, yo, hold on, this is the guy from the Black League talking like this. What? We ain't got these. Then years later, JC says the same bar and it's not even as good. JC, come on, bro. Give me my credit,
JC
bro.
was trying to buy.
He didn't buy it. He just thought it was a good idea, but he didn't say.
Oh,
he said, I'm gonna make that Tom Cruise like Scientology. You're gonna make the Tom Cruise. I pushed the
That's too big of a bar.
It's big, fam. You just say it's just a reachy.
That's basic.
Threw it together.
You know Tom Cruise Scientology, that's nice basic.
Fuck out of here. I pushed the Tom out front as cover. That's Scientology. That's deep.
Now you say like that, you said the first name, you switched it a bit, and boom, made it make sense.
That's it. So that was from that battle there. They went crazy in the room. That's the battle where Ernie Lee's fucking choked on his beer, bruv. Like, don't react.
Wait, what?
You need choked on
I
his beer.
thought you said he choked on the battle of his beer.
No, he choked on his beer while I was rapping. He took a swig and I said something. He was like, he was like, yo, what the fuck? I think I said something like, I can't remember, something like, my guy's crazy. I ain't talking about working in a care home when I say I'm pushing that white lady. His face bent up. He's like, oh. You're gonna have to watch the Quack Battle.
Yeah, I gotta watch the Quack Battle. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you know what it is? What happened is they took it off the channel it was on. It was on like 18, 19,000 views. They took it off in it, and obviously it's on 1,000 now because Kruger re-uploaded it on his channel.
Why did you take it down in the first place?
Because shut off the Don't Flop Extra channel and deleted bare people shit. I don't know if it's a spiteful thing. I don't know why he did it, but he just deleted bare people shit, and that battle happened to be there. Right?
That is mad, man.
Yeah, that was fucked up. What we looking like for time? Yeah, we getting.
Well, to be honest, like I said, it's gonna be a 3-parter, man.
Yeah,
I think we've been here for 3 hours already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We have to make a move.
I know. I told you. It's gonna be a long one. It's the legend we're talking about here. Is they not anybody?
She doesn't know how much of a legend I am. Still, I'm a legend to her, innit? But you know,
he's top 5 dead or alive. I'm telling you right now. I'll tell you solidified top 5 dead or alive.
Come on.
Wow.
He's behind the best 2 battle rappers right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Literally, she don't care about.
Yeah, I was thinking that in her face. She's like,
oh, that's good.
All I'm thinking right now, she's like,
that's good. But when we leave it,
that was down. I sort of go home. You know what I'm saying? I don't live around here.
That's good. But when we leave it,
that's all good. So sounds good to me. But can we go home? All right, last one before we go because I don't want to get in trouble, man.
Let me phone Jen.
I don't get in trouble.
I'm a phone London Jen. I'm a solidify the interview with me, her, and you. Innit?
Oh, yeah, we need to do that. We definitely do that.
No.
Also, I know you're very good at your music, man. What projects you got coming out, man?
So recently, I've just been, because of the battle rap thing, I've just been back in my bag writing in it. So I'm gonna put together like a little 6-track set, and I've got like maybe 3 or 4 things roughly recorded, not fully recorded. I'll send you something anyway, but roughly recorded little ideas and sketches and that. But yeah, I want to bang something up. By the time the Joey battle comes, I want to kind of have something ready, a couple of videos and all this type of shit, and just start to kind of push and show people, right, like, I'm still a lyricist either way, bro.
Your freestyles are fire.
I've got a few.
Fire.
I've got some songs. I've got a bunch of. I'm an all-rounder, battle rap wise and music wise. So don't be surprised if you hear me singing on one song. Then you hear some trap shit, then you hear some drill shit. Like I'm really that guy. It depends what beat I got and how I feel that day.
So you just
all
over, just literally bags all over.
Yeah, anything.
I like that.
Anything goes.
Man. That's fire. Still, that's fire. Well, I think she'd be glad to know that we're near done.
Yes,
we're near done. My Captain Morgan survived. He survived
so
the night.
I'm not much of a drinker, so you know that will always survive with me. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not a bottle finisher. Still. Just about a cup finisher. Still.
Hey, look, man. You gotta always bring a bottle of Captain Morgan to the studio. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a pleasure to speak to you, Rivers. It's been a pleasure to get to know your career. Just talk about battle rap in general, because like I said, I see you as top 5.
Absolutely.
Also, always.
Well, it's been a pleasure to come. Still, it's overdue still, but you know.
Oh, of course. Bro, I've got quite
happy to come and get the stories off and you know and show people where we're coming from and all this. I think a lot of people, you know, we gotta think like the game every 3 years kind of re-evolves and there's new fans and that. So I've been here for 9, so there's probably like 2 sets of fans that don't even know where I'm coming from. You know, there's a story about. You ever heard the story about the monkey in the cage and? You know, it presses a button, a banana comes down, but then they kill the monkey, and then all the other monkeys realise don't press that button. A new monkey comes in, never seen a monkey get killed, but won't press the button because he's told not to, kind of thing. So I think with me, similar thing. A lot of people don't know where I'm coming from, but just go with what other people that have been here before them say about me, innit? And I think these days, they're not really saying that I'm too bad, but maybe you're not getting to know everything. So, you know, I'm glad to have come here now and been able to just chop up one.
Of course, man. Hey, look, man, when you build when you build the legacy you built, it needs to be. I'm actually just surprised no one's actually hollered you like, yo, like Battle River, even like.
Bro, they've been ducking, bro. They've been ducking, bro.
What's going on? What's happening,
man? Bro? Don't make me get a ladder for that roof, you know, bro. Like, let me up. Come on, fly guy, man. You're my guy. What's going on?
I didn't want to put him in blast like that, man.
That's the homie. Still, Chris and all that, man. They come on, man.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie.
Mups, let's go, bro.
They're doing good things, right?
Nah, fuss with them, man. That's the boys.
So, Rivs, again, much love for coming through.
Come on, bro.
Hey, definitely got to chop up more. off the camera as well.
Yeah, bro.
And yeah, man.
Maybe not now, because
No,
her
no.
face has changed.
Yeah,
As soon as she said that
yeah,
off
bro.
camera, she's like, what? Not now. You must mean
She's
another
about to
time.
get like, we're good. But
Mind you don't press stop on that camera, you know.
I like. You give it a look as well. You're like,
Yeah, that.
say that one more time. Say that one more time. I don't know your name, but say that one more time. But thanks for locking in. Salute.
Follow Wax.
I was my own name now. But like, subscribe, comment, share the thing.
Yeah.
Follow Rivers.
You should have liked
watch
it
his
long
holy
time
battle.
ago, bro. There's no way we've got to this part of the video and you ain't click like it.
Hey,
So,
but you know, people are stubborn. You
Lazy.
know? People are stubborn, you know.
No, it's
people are
laziness,
stubborn.
bro.
People are stubborn. Trust me, Rivers.
Nah, bro.
You know how many times a woman would just come to me like, "Oh, Taylor, watch the podcast. I only could watch 20 minutes ago. You know, watch the podcast yet, man? What the fuck?"
Did you press like?
Yeah, did you press like?
Like,
I think so. No, she
Bruv,
didn't.
go back to
She
the video and
did,
press
she did,
like,
she
bro.
did, she did, bro. She did. But yeah, don't worry about that other one. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Go to his profiles, listen to his music. Go to his Instagram. Go to Twitter. Watch his battles.
Follow me on everything, man. Rivers _
Facts.
and you get me. Instagram,
Facts.
the whole shebang, man. I'm
And
coming,
once
man.
again, thanks for tuning in. We out. Boom.